Are you looking to reset your writing life in the new year? Then join me for this video. Hi, my name is Elke Feuer. I'm an author and a fiction book coach. And this is the second video in a series that I'm doing with tips for how you can reset your writing life to create the one that you want in the new year. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe the channel so that you can get notifications about this series that I am doing. This is the second video. In the first video, I shared with you how to reset your mindset, and I went into different ways you can do that. So check that video out for yourself. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about your connections. Now, connections, good or bad, can impact not only your life in general, but also your writing life. So if you have bad connections, they can really hinder your writing life as well as your books. Let's be honest here. Whereas if you have, they can also impact your confidence, just your state of mind, a lot of things. We know what bad connections can do, whereas good connections can actually help us to improve our confidence, to just grow as a person and as a writer. So that's why our connections are so important. So I want to challenge you to look at your connections. And this means the first thing is to look at assessing who's in your circle, your immediate circle, your friends, your family, all of those close relationships that you have. Are they helping you or are they hindering your writing? If the people in your circle of friends are, saying, oh, this writing is stupid, why are you doing that? And they're really not encouraging you, maybe it's time to release them from your circle. Now, if that's not possible, for instance, if it's your spouse and you can't release them, I totally understand. What I want to encourage you instead is to stop talking to them about your writing life. Because what this does is it just eliminates the necessity for them to comment when you talk about it in your excitement, and they just tear down everything that you have to say about your writing life. If you stop talking about it, then that reduces the risk of that happening and just making you feel bad about yourself as a writer and your writing in general. And which leads me to the next thing that you can do with your connections, which is to have connections that actually give you accountability as well as support. Now, with accountability, what that means is just helping you with setting and reaching your goals, and just whether it means showing up to write, holding you accountable for your writing goals, or your word count, whatever that means for you. That's what you want to look for, someone who will help you with that accountability. And with regards to support, it could be someone who's just going to encourage you. It could be fellow writers who are going to, perhaps who are at a different level than you, that can give you some advice, tips, strategies, even just contacts of where to find book cover artists, those kind of things. I know that my writing life would not be where it is without those connections, and it's made a huge impact on my writing life, and I just want to encourage you to find those connections for yourself. Now, the last thing is, when you release those old connections, you make space for a new circle of friends as well as influences. And when you make space for those, you'll find that you will create new experiences that are going to help you to grow as a writer. And let's face it, that's what we all want. But unfortunately, if we stay in the circle that we're in, that's comfortable and it's easy, but if it's not helping you to grow, you definitely want to make space for new connections, new friends, and new influences that are going to help you to reset and change your writing life in the new year, so that you start to become the kind of writer that you want to be, and you create the kind of writing life that you want and that you've always dreamed of. So what about you? What connections can you make, or that you're going to make in the new year, that is going to make a change in your writing life? All right, I would love to hear about them in the comments. Thank you so much for staying to the end of this video. I also want to share with you about a workshop that I'm hosting next month, which is called the Author Planning Day. And it's a live 3-hour workshop with me where I help you to set your writing goals and so much more. We are going to create 4 main areas. The first is we are going to look at creating your goals, the ones that are going to make the biggest impact, as well as to identify what keeps you from achieving your goals. We're also going to tackle mindset, and what that is going to look like is identifying what I like to call badass writer habits that you're going to need. And also we're going to talk about books, and what that looks like is mapping out the books, how you're going to write them and launch them into the world in the new year. All right, and then last but certainly not least is you're going to create a roadmap, and this roadmap is what you're going to need to help you to get from where you are to where you want to be with achieving your writing goals. All right, I will leave the link in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.